kind of speeds me up to the 1976 swine flu, which you guys may remember. 1976, one soldier in Fort Dix, New Jersey, became sick, and basically President Ford kind of panicked, and it was all over the news, and there's hysteria, and there's these commercials showing someone just falling out dead, and that the swine flu was going to bring this nation to its knees, and that it was just the worst thing since the 1918 flu, and that everyone needed to be vaccinated. So Congress voted on whether to fund a emergency mass vaccination program, and so everyone in Congress voted yes, except for two physicians. The two physicians were Dr. Ron Paul and Dr. Larry McDonald. So the two people actually had some sort of medical knowledge. Were like, no, we probably shouldn't rush into this. Sounds dangerous. We shouldn't do it. They were ignored. The swine flu vaccine was manufactured, and 25 to 30 people died from the vaccine. Over 500 people became ill, and some people even got what's called Guillain-Barré syndrome, which basically you spontaneously stop breathing. You have to go to the hospital. You have to have that tube down your mouth, down your lungs, and it just kind of breathes for you, and you kind of spontaneously get better. There's no real treatment for it. It's like a neurological problem, and it was brought on by that rush vaccination. So, in looking at that, it makes me wary of any sort of rush, forced medicine or vaccination that our American government would push on us today. If you watch pretty much any channel, Fox, CNN, MSNBC, they all say, take your shot, you need your shot, you're going to make other people, if you don't get your shot, you're going to make them sick, you don't care about your family if you don't get your shot. Maybe you've seen on the news all the nurses being forced to get shots and stuff. It's pretty wild times, and it looks like history is just repeating itself. But before I get into swine flu, I just want to go over the regular flu vaccine. This is a vaccine we get every year. Some people get them, some people don't. And this year I've chosen not to get one. I got one year before, I got sick. And the year before that, I didn't get one. I actually got the flu and was really sick. But at any rate, my beef with the regular flu vaccine is I think people should just know what's in it. It should just be very clear. Like when you go to the gas pump, it tells you, these vapors may cause cancer. Or when you buy a can of green beans or you buy a soda, it tells you what makes up the soda. It should just, somehow, it should be very obvious to the person getting this medicine in their arm. They should know what it consists of, instead of it just being understood. And a nurse should probably tell them, or a physician should. Also, to reiterate that, my reason for saying that is because I did a little research on the regular flu vaccine. And the regular flu vaccine, the kind that you can get at Walgreens or from your pharmacist or at your doctor's office, the seasonal flu, has four kind of disturbing ingredients. One is kind of the basis of it is just chicken eggs. It's embryonated chicken eggs, formaldehyde, Triton X 100, and Thimerosal, which is a derivative of mercury. So formaldehyde is, I'm sure people are familiar with. It's embalming. It's used for embalming fluid. It's in cigarettes. It's a known cancer-causing agent. So formaldehyde is probably not a good thing to put in your body. Triton X 100 is a laboratory-grade detergent. So it's like used to scrub down laboratories where autopsies are done or whatnot. So Triton X 100 is this weird chemical that cleans things really well. So you probably don't want some kind of wild detergent in your body. And Thimerosal is mercury, and I think we all know what mercury is. Used to be in thermometers, and then thermometers break, and mercury's really toxic, so we don't keep putting it on thermometers anymore. It actually even used to be in toys, and I know probably maybe a generation before me, they had little toys with little balls of mercury in them, and it's just play with it. Kids would break it open and play with it. Well, mercury's really toxic. It's not good for you. And